Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Welcome again to Gun Talk. I'm Tom Gresham. We are at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is, well, we're recording this. It's not live. It's live to tape, except it's not, because nobody uses tape anymore. We haven't done that in like 20 years. So I don't know why everybody says, let's go look at the tape, but they do. But anyway, we're on the floor of the SHOT Show. We're at the Colt booth. The great people at Colt are letting us hang out. We're actually perched upstairs looking down on everyone, which is perfect. It's a great view. All that means for you, as you're listening to this, is you can't call in because this is actually recorded. So we did this a little bit before while we're doing the SHOT Show, because obviously we have to do that. That's okay. We have lots of people lined up and a whole lot of things going on. There are new products everywhere, some cool stuff, and interesting people all over the place. So toward that end, we're going to bring in some of our friends right now. We have Jalise, Justine. We have Wyatt Gibson, Jalise, Justine Williams. I feel like I don't even have to introduce you guys anymore. It's like, oh, okay, got to tell you, professional shooters all the way around, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, how long? I have to say, you're all like 12.
We may still look 12. Yes, sir.
Actually, I think we were doing video with you when you were 12.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I loved it. You said, and people go, oh, they're just so cute.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, I do. So, how long have you been shooting, Wyatt?
Oh, shoot. I think I've been shooting 19 years this year.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 25.
You dog.
Yeah.
Is he the old man here?
He is.
Yeah. I am, yeah. Yep. But no, I started, my family's been in the shooting industry since I was born, so I grew up around guns, and I shot my first USPSA match when I was 6, almost 7, so it's been a while.
For those who haven't stitched it together yet, we're talking about Travis Gibson and Mike Gibson, MGM targets, the family. I mean, there was no way you were not going to grow up shooting.
Yep.
It's just what it is. So what events do you shoot?
So I kind of shoot a little bit of everything. I started out with USPSA, moved into 3-gun when I was 13, 14, somewhere around in there. So been shooting 3-gun for about 10 years, and then I dabble a little bit in traps, sporting clays, and also PRS to shoot a little bit of. So a little bit of everything.
If it's got a trigger, you'll go for it, right?
Absolutely.
And you lovely ladies have been shooting 10 years?
Yes, sir. This
10-year anniversary.
January makes 10 years.
And we were out there shooting video with you way back when you were little girls and shooting lights out, and we're going, can you believe how these two shoot? How did you get to be so good, the two of you?
Lots of practice and competition.
Well, that, but also I think we were very lucky because we both wanted to be in shooting and we drove each other.
And you had a good coach.
Yes,
We
sir.
had a great coach. Still to this day.
So, same coach?
Same coach.
Always.
Yes, sir.
Give him a shout out.
Glenn Wong.
Yeah, Glenn Wong, he actually has his own training company called Shoot More Better.
I like it.
It's great.
Okay. And you guys are still in Cedar City?
St. George, Utah.
St. George.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
All right. Except you've been moving around. Did you?
We're both been bouncing around a little bit. I spent a little bit of time in Phoenix, a little bit of time in Grand Junction, Alaska.
Somebody went to Alaska, I remember.
I did. I was in Alaska for a year.
Learned to weld?
Yep. I have multiple welding degrees.
Of course you do.
Of course.
Why would you not?
You gotta drive for excellence, no matter what you do.
Okay, so there are people listening who have kids or grandkids who are thinking, well, I wonder if they could get into shooting. How do they do it? What's the process?
Really, it's about starting them young and teaching them safety first. It's always about the child's maturity. Everyone always asks us, what age do we start our children out shooting? And it's really about the child's maturity. We started hunting with my dad when we were still in diapers, and we started shooting when we were 3 and 4. Our parents trusted us and taught us gun safety very well at a young age, and I think that's basically the foundation of it. Once they understand that, then you can slowly go from there.
Don't you find, and of course now I'm asking you as like a veteran of all this, because you are at this point, but don't you find that young people, if they're introduced to the safety aspect of it and the culture of safety, they accept that responsibility and tend to do very well and say, okay, you know, at a certain point you're going, yeah, they got this. And that point may be 9 or
Correct.
10 years old.
Correct. Yes, sir. It's really about teaching the child that it is a tool, not a toy. It is used for certain things like self-defense or hunting, but at all times you have to know the 4 safety rules and really respect the tool and not play around with it or use it as a toy.
All right, so all you guys are sponsored by Colt.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's why you're here, okay?
Yes, sir.
So what's the coolest thing down there in the booth below us? What's going on right now?
Oh, well, I know the brand new blued Colt Python just came out.
We haven't even announced that. It is spectacular.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I mean, if you like cool guns and you kind of like the throwback to old cool guns, and Pythons are cool anyway, right? I mean, there's like one of the iconic revolvers, and now it's available in blued.
Correct.
So, you guys shoot revolvers too? Because I know you shoot semi-autos a lot.
Yes, sir. Actually, one of my favorite things to do is actually hunt with a revolver now. So I hunt with the 44 Magnum Anaconda.
Okay.
I have a red dot mounted to it, and it's probably some of my favorite hunting I can do.
What do you hunt?
A lot of whitetail. I did some hog hunting earlier last year. So, yeah, it was pretty...
Isn't there something... I call revolvers analog guns. Because when you operate them, you're making the whole mechanism work.
Yes.
You got to kind of see this thing turn, and you're cocking the hammer, and you're doing the thing. It's, I don't know, it's like, you know, a throwback, but it's just fun to work the mechanism and be a part of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, semi-autos are cool, and we like to shoot them, but there's a different feel when you shoot a revolver, isn't there?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got blued Pythons. Don't know what's coming next because we don't get to talk about all the what's coming next things. No, exactly right. So what are you guys shooting, you ladies, what competitions are you shooting now?
Oh my gosh, we shoot so much. We like to dabble in everything. So we shoot USPSA, IPSC. We're both working towards IPSC Rifle World Shoot this year. That will be in Finland in August 2024.
Wow.
Wyatt is working towards that as well. So
everybody wants to go to Finland.
Yes,
of course.
sir.
That's the goal.
We want to represent the United States.
How do you get there? How do you qualify for that?
So basically, it's for the Rifle World Shoot, you submit basically a resume of all your past matches from the past 3 years, and then they have basically a committee that chooses the teams. Yeah, so we're really excited for that.
Okay, very good. So when you're not shooting, I mean, you guys are like some of the most active people I know. I mean, I know Wyatt gets to play on snow bikes and play with all that stuff. Not in Maryland anymore, right?
Not so much in Maryland, no.
You're an Idaho guy, and you miss the mountains, I know.
Yep, absolutely.
But, I mean, all of you do that. When you're not shooting, what do you do?
Oh, well, I just recently picked up golf and pickleball.
Which is hard to do at the same time.
It's very difficult to do. Yeah, I picked up golf just like an extra hobby, and then I decided to pick up pickleball because I really think it's going to help me in my shooting for the reflexes, hand-eye coordination, footwork, things like that. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's interesting. How about you?
I like to read. I have quite the book collection, and I collect records. So I don't know. I just love shooting so much. It's my hobby and my passion.
Yeah. So when you're going to do active stuff, you go shoot.
Yeah, I'm going to be shooting. Going to the gym almost every single day, working towards building a platform.
People don't think about that you actually have to, as a shooter is an athlete, because if you can't move, you can't shoot, you don't have a stable platform, you're in trouble.
The way the shooting sport has evolved is absolutely insane. Like, even since the 10 years we've been in, you have to be even more active now. Like, when we first got in, we never worked out, and now we have to constantly be working out and building muscle in order to keep up, not with just a competition, but exceed what's been done in the past.
Also, being in shape and being strong helps you manage recoil, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. It's mostly about the biomechanics of your body, just basically the way I hold the gun or the firearm, and certain mechanics that you use. You don't really need a lot of muscle, but it certainly does help in certain aspects.
Okay, good deal.
I mean, the muscle helps to move around and move quickly,
right?
Whereas the shooting itself is taken by the bones and the tendons in your body.
Okay.
I think speed and agility also is a huge factor in shooting, just because, like, I've won and lost matches by 0.05 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're able to get off the line just that much quicker, like, it helps out. Every little second helps.
And every day you're not training is a day that somebody else is moving ahead of you.
Yep.
Correct.
Or catching up at least.
Yep.
It's got to drive your thoughts every day, because you know who else is out there working on this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, because you're shooting against them all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to work hard enough to stay ahead of her.
sisters. And yes,
Yeah.
and once again, we will get the information out for you guys. You are not twins. So
Correct.
it's right. You probably
Not
don't get that much anymore. When you were smaller, you know, people would do that.
It's,
We
yeah.
still get
We
it a
still
lot
get
to
it.
this day.
Do you really?
Even though I don't think we even look like each other at all, but you know, we still get it.
We try and distinguish ourselves from each other, but
And these are, as we say, the other Williams sisters.
Yes.
Exactly.
There you go.
Correct.
All
It is
right.
actually Jalisa's birthday today. She turns 21.
Congrats.
Yeah.
thank you.
And 21 in Vegas, this is not good.
You know what? I'm not excited too much about the drinking. I'm very excited to own my own guns and be able to travel and take my sister with me. And we're going to do rental cars now. Like, we're going to a match next week, and it'll be our first time alone, and I will be driving the
Well, you
rental
don't
car.
need somebody else, an adult, to do all that for you.
I just think it's amazing. I'm so
Well,
excited.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's terrific. All right, guys, I got to take a break here. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on all your successes, and congrats to Colt for sponsoring such great people. I mean, not just good shooters. The three of you are wonderful people.
Thank you, Tom.
We
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
you as
you.
ambassadors for the shooting sports. All right, take care, guys. 866, don't call in right now, because right now we are on the floor of the SHOT Show in Las Vegas. We're at the Colt booth. We'll be right back.